And now that we're done with Goron Village, let's go over here. We have a Deku Scrub. This Deku Scrub only does business with Gorons, so unfortunately we can't use them right now. Which is kind of a shame. I thought we moved past this whole racial discrimination thing, but apparently not in Termina. But here's someone that everyone hates, regardless of race and skin color. It's Kapora Kabora. And once again, he's going in great detail and speaking in tongues about stuff we probably don't care about. However, on the other hand, he's usually a pretty good indicator of what we're supposed to do and where we're supposed to go, so I guess we'll let it slide for right now. So here we have a little puzzle where we have to follow the owl despite there being a giant endless abyss in front of us. However, he's dropping some feathers, and the feathers seem to be landing on an invisible platform of sorts, so I guess we'll use this as an indicator to get across this gap. Jump over here, jump over here, and then finally, jump over here. I think I have an idea of what item is coming up, but I'm going to keep quiet about it for right now. In here, let's go ahead and cut these bushes, because we have some bombs we can use. Looks like we can even use them in this room as well, so I'll definitely do that. Blow up these rocks. There might be a treasure chest under one of these rocks. We'll see momentarily. Oh, yep, there's one right there. And here we have 50 rupees. Alright. Not bad. And in this giant treasure chest we have... Uh-oh, very long cutscene. This usually means there's an item we need. It's the Lens of Truth. Basically, whenever you use the Lens of Truth, you can see things that are normally invisible. So if we use it over here, after I get these magic pots, as you can see, there's the enemy indicator right there. There's an invisible enemy and an invisible treasure chest, so if there's something you're running into that you can't see, or if there's an enemy that's hitting you that you can't see, use the Lens of Truth and you should be able to find it. Whenever you're using the Lens of Truth, you will lose quite a bit of your magic meter, so try not to wear it for very long. Usually when you have to use it, the best thing you should do is like look through it very quickly and then turn it off and then turn it back on again if you need to see where you're going again, and then turn it off. And yeah, basically just use it in random spurts. Don't try to like use it all at once. And here we have an invisible Goron we couldn't see before. So now we're going to follow him. And this is a pretty good indicator of what I was talking about. As you can see, the Goron is going in a very random direction, but we can still see his shadow, so we can follow the shadow and not even wear the Lens of Truth, and only use it when we actually have to. But for now, we're going to keep it off so we can actually follow his shadow for now. You will have to turn on the Lens of Truth eventually, though, because you have to see him before you advance to the next screen. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Because right here, he'll actually stop. And then you actually have to see him and then run into him before he moves on. I think if you go without, like, triggering that cutscene, you have to start the whole thing over again. And you have to do this for 3 screens, too, so make sure you do not lose him. Although it's pretty obvious where he's going. He's pretty much going back to that first area we were in, the mountain village, so all I gotta do is just follow him for right now. Okay, he stopped right there, so put on the lens again and trigger the cutscene. That'll allow him to go through here. Okay, next, he's actually going to go vertically and climb up this giant cliff that's coming up. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and equip the Deku Mask so I can skip across the water. You don't have to skip across the water, but I find it's a little bit faster. And you don't have to worry about the platforming as much. So yeah, he's going up there, but as you can see, there's actually some hidden ladders on the wall. So look at the ladders as best as you can. Look at the different routes you can go up the ladders on. Because you can actually take a few different routes, and some actually lead to dead ends. So the correct path is, whenever you reach a branch, you have to go left, then right. No, wait, no. Right, left, right. I almost got it backwards there for a second. So we're climbing up. Here's the branching fork, so we're going to go right first. Climb up again. This is also another point where you should, you know, take on and off the Lens of Truth so you can conserve your magic power. And then finally, we're going to go right one more time. And that actually should do it. We're now at the top. Let's talk to this guy. Ooh, a Goron hero. Ooh, hot spring water. That sounds like something we could use. No use crying over spilt rocks. I love the Goron humor that they use in Ocarina of Time and in this game. Okay, so here's that Goron hero. If you couldn't tell, the guy we've been following is actually a ghost of a Goron. And apparently that ghost is of the hero that one guy was talking about. Darmani the Third. Aw, he's dead. Okay, so the evil magic that's going on at Snowhead is what killed him. What? You want me to play God here? I'm not going to bring you back to life. Oh, heal your sorrows? I guess I could do that. That's actually something we haven't done in a while. We haven't used the Song of Healing very much. So, let's talk to him one more time. Okay. We'll heal your sorrows. Don't worry about that. Play the Song of Healing. What a soothing melody. My sorrows are melting away into the song. And here we get a little cutscene like we got when we first became a Deku Scrub for the first time. All the Gorons are cheering for Darmani. Darmani must really be a hero. And with that, we get the Goron Mask. Like the Deku Mask, if we wear the mask, we can turn into a Goron. Hooray! We got a mask. So, let's equip our new mask, and let us turn into a Goron. Okay, so as a Goron, we can do a few different things. We can punch, we can curl into a ball, and then do a ground pound. And you can also roll while you're in a ball form. And those are the basics for Goron control. I'll talk about a few other things about the Goron later as we find those out. For right now, though, that one Goron said there's actually some hot spring water buried under the gravestones, so let's go ahead and get that to appear. And now we can just get our bottle out and take some spring water for ourselves. And hopefully we can actually find a use for it. There's actually quite a few uses for it, now that I think about it. Hooray! Spring water!